right, Happy New Year. Today's album is Queensryche, The Verdict, and this is one of the post Jeff Tate Queensryche albums, and it's fantastic. I look at them as kind of like a hybrid of progressive metal, 80s metal, and actual power metal. So it's kind of like this has a little bit more to it than as opposed to Operation Mindcrime, which actually was an 80s album. This has a bit more to it than, I'm trying to think of how to put this, because Queensryche's albums are very vocal heavy. They have a power metal aspect and a hair metal aspect, and they're a progressive metal band as well. Also, their vocalist, Todd Latour, probably butchering that last name, I'm sorry, is also the drummer, so it adds another really interesting element, and he considers himself to be a drummer more so than a vocalist, which is really interesting as well. I love this album. It has a metal feel to it, almost like a classic rock feel as well. They're so good at making these really catchy progressive metal albums, and it's kind of all over the place. You have some technicality, and you have the complexity and technicality of progressive metal, and it goes back to the songs and everything. The guitar playing's excellent. The vocals are excellent. With the power metal-ish aspect, it's a more vocal-driven album. Things like hair and power metal are more vocal forward. And so, but the complexity's there. It has a little bit of radio friendliness as well, which is kind of interesting as well. And the songs aren't nearly as long as normal prog songs, progressive rock, progressive metal songs. Blood of the Levant is very catchy. It gets you immediately into the song. It's really cool. Man the Machine is another excellent one. Pretty much everything on here could be a radio single. I don't know why everything on this wasn't released as a single. Light Years has a kind of epic power metal feel to it. Propaganda Fashion, I really like the chorus for it. Dark Reveries, my favorite song on here. It's one of the more bitter, cynical songs on this. There are some excellent orchestrations on this album that remind me of not so much Kashmir, but Porcupine Trees, Let's Sleep Together off of Fear of a Blank Planet, which is really interesting that it specifically reminds me of that. There's some really cool bass tones on here. I was trying to think of wow, there's some really cool like wah bass tones on here. I love this album, and I'm trying to keep this short so I can get back into doing this. And I suggest you pick up a copy. And yeah, Queensryche's one of those mega selling bands, and it doesn't matter because this is an incredibly quality release, and with or without Jeff Tate, they're a quality band, and I absolutely love this. This is something I could put on. It has enough. It's one of those dichotomous albums that it has enough complexity that if you're really into progressive metal and progressive rock like I am, it'll satisfy that part of what you're looking for in the marketplace when you want to buy an album or what you want to listen to on YouTube so you can give them some hits and stuff. Or if you're into something more straightforward, this works on that level as well. And please pick up a copy of it, and thank you. Have a good day.